Hello back, everybody. My name is Oliver, and we are continuing with expressions, equations, and functions today. Section 1.3, writing expressions. We're doing practice B today. So let's start. So the first question, question 1 to 8, is actually translate the verbal phrase into an expression. And the first one is, what is the difference of actually the difference of 9 and a number n, which is 9 minus n, can be written as 9 minus n, because anytime you see a difference, that means subtraction, and then the difference of 9 and a number n. So this is the expression 9 minus n. Next one, translate the verbal phrase into an expression. The quotient, anytime you see a quotient, that means it's a division. And then what is division? It's division of y and 22. So this is the expression for number 2. Number 3, sum. Anytime you see a sum, that means it's addition. So that's sum of 57 and number b. So that's the expression for 3. Number 4, anytime you see of a, that means it's product. So this would be 2/3 times x. Okay. Number 5, 18 less than number c. So whatever c is, and then less 18 less than that. So this is c minus 18. Okay. Number 6, 25 more. So that means plus. Then twice m, twice the number m. So 2m and then plus 25. So whatever twice m is, we get 25 more than that. So plus 25. So 2m plus 25. Number 7, the quotient. So that's dividing, right? We're dividing, division of 8 and twice a number z to z. Okay. Then sum, so it's plus the sum of 2 and square of r squared, right? Number 9, write an expression for the situation, the amount of money you spent if you started with $40 and now have $d. So you started off with $40 and then you spent some and now you have $d. What is x? So x is 40 minus d, right? So that's what x is. So that's the expression is 40 minus d. So 40 minus d is the expression. Okay, and then if you're not aware, we have minus x here. So we're trying to get x on one side of the equation and everything else on the other side. So minus x on the other side, on this side, will be x, and then 40 is on this side, and then d is plus on the other side will be minus d. So minus d. So that's how I got this, if you're just wondering. Okay. Number 10, the total height of a 1 foot tall bird bath, 1 foot tall. So it's 1 foot tall bird bath right there. Write an expression for the total height of a 1 foot tall bird bath if it is placed on a base. It is placed on a base that's b feet tall. So what's the total height? It is b plus 1. Okay, that's number 10. Number 11, each person's share of baseball cards. If 4 people share C cards equally, so the C cards have to be split into 4 people. So that's the expression, C over 4. Number of minutes in H hours. So 1 hour has 60 minutes. So if it's, so this would be 60 times H. That's the equation, the expression. And so if it's 1 hour, it has 1 times 60, 60 minutes. 1 hour has 60 minutes. But if it is 2 hours, 2 times 60 is 120 minutes, and so forth. So 60 times H is the expression. Number 13, and then also 14 and 15 are very similar. Find the unit rate in feet per second. Okay. So we need to get feet per second. So we have miles, so we need to actually multiply. We need to get feet here, and then times we need to get feet over seconds, so we need to get seconds here. Okay, now we need miles to cancel out with miles, so we need miles converted to feet. So 1 mile has 5,280 feet, and then we need hours canceled out, so we need hours here. So 1 hour has how many seconds? 1 hour has 60 minutes, and then 1 minute has 60 seconds. So 60 times 60 is 3,600. Now hours and hours cancel out, miles and miles cancel out, and then we end up with the unit rate feet over seconds. So we do end up with feet over seconds, and we just have to calculate these, and we can do this in the calculator. So we have 164 times 5280 times 1, which is the same thing, and then divided by 2 times 3600 is 7200. So divided by 7200, or that is 120.27. So that's what we get, 120.27 feet per second. Okay, next one. We need to get feet over seconds. So we need to get feet here over seconds, right? So minutes we have here in the denominator. So we need to get minutes here in the numerator, so they cancel out. 1 minute has how many seconds? 60. And then yards have to cancel out with yards. So 1 yard has 3 feet. So now yards and yards cancel out, minutes and minutes cancel out. We end up with feet over seconds. Feet over seconds is our unit rate, and then we just have to multiply these. So 120 and 60 we can see right away they cancel out. So 120 and 60, this is 1, this is 2. 2 times 3 is 6, times 1 is 6 over 2 right here, because 2 times 1 is 2, times 1 is 2. This whole thing here in the denominator is 2. This here is 6. 6 over 2 is 3. So the answer is 3 feet squared. That's for number 14. And then 15, same thing. We need to end up with feet here on the top, and then we need to end up with seconds. Feet over seconds is the unit rate we're targeting, right? And then here minutes have to cancel out with minutes. So 1 minute has 60 seconds, and then inches here, they have to cancel out. And then we know that 1 foot has 12 inches, right? So now we just have to cancel out minutes, and minutes are going to cancel out, inches and inches are going to cancel out. We're going to end up with feet over seconds as the unit rate, and then it's just a matter of multiplications here. So we're going to have on the top we have 3120 times 1 times 1, which is 3120, so 3120, and then on the bottom we have 60 times 10 is 600 times 12. So we can say divided by 120 and then divided by 60. So we have 0.43. So 0.43 feet per second is the answer for number 15. Okay, number 16, candle making. You are making candles for your friends. A mold for the candles costs $22.50. So we know that that's going to be our static cost. The mold, you have to have the mold regardless of how many candles you're going to make, 1, 2 million, you have to have the mold. So that's going to be a static cost. And then in wax, to make 1 candle costs $5. So that's going to be a variable cost. For 1 candle it's 5, for 2 candles it's 10. So that's going to be our variable cost. Write an algebraic expression for the total cost of making X candles. So the expression is $22.50. That's static, and then plus $5 for one candle times X candles. So that's the expression. You make 8 candles, so X is 8. We'll find the total cost. It's just substituting 8 for X in this expression. We get 22.5 plus 5 times 8. We do multiplication first, right? The order of operations, multiplication is higher than addition. So this is going to be 22.5 plus 5 times 8 is 40, or that is $62.50. Okay, so $62.50. That's the total cost. So that's 16. Number 17, baseball. Last season, a baseball player scored 14 runs in 18 games. So 14 runs in 18 games. So runs, games. Okay. This season, the baseball player scored 12 runs in 15 games. Okay, then 14 over 18. Let's see what the result is in the calculator. 14 divided by 18, that is 0.78, and then 12 divided by 15, that would be 12 divided by 15, that would be 0.8. And this is runs per game, right? So runs per game. This is last season, 0.78 runs per game. And then this season, the runs per game is 0.8. And we are nearing to the 100th. So 0.78, 0.80. And then identify the season in which the player scored more runs per game. That would be this season, because 0.8 is greater than 0.78. So this season. Okay, so you can write this season. So this season, the player scored more runs per game. 18, biathlon. You are competing in a biathlon that consists of running and biking. You run, first you run. So let's see here. So you run for 60 minutes at a rate of, so that's 0.1 miles per 60 seconds. And then you bike 22 miles. What total distance do you cover? So you have to add up. You have to add up the running and the biking. So the biking is already given to you in miles, the distance. So we have to add up. We have to add up the biking and then the running. Now the running we have to get in miles. So miles we already have. So we have to cancel out the minutes, and here, 60 seconds we have to convert into minutes, so that the minutes and minutes are going to cancel out. So 66 seconds is 1 minute. So this can be written as here 1 minute, and here we have 60 minutes, and this is multiplication. Okay, so we have 0.1. Okay, so we have 60 minutes here, multiplied by 0.1 miles over 60 seconds. We said it's 1 minute. So the person is running 0.1 miles per minute. In 60 minutes, how many miles is he going to run? So minutes and minutes going to cancel out. So 60 times 0.1. And then plus 22 miles, right? Then 60 times 0.1 is 6 miles. And then plus 22 miles. The answer is 28 miles, and that's the solution for 18. Okay, so 22 miles of biking and 6 miles of running. 19, plant trellis. You're building the wood trellis shown in the figure. So this one right here. so that you can grow a vine up the side of your home. Write an expression for the total number of feet of wood needed to build the trellis. There's a hint here. Write separate expressions for the number of feet of vertical pieces needed and the number of feet of horizontal pieces needed. All right, so x feet is the length, and how many of these wood bars we have. You can see here there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's six wood bars, so 6 times, and the width is x feet, right? So x feet is the length for the wood bar, the horizontal wood bar, and we have 6 of those, so 6 times x, and we get the feet of wood for the horizontal bars. And then for the vertical bars, how many of the vertical bars are there? 1, 2, 3. So there are 3 vertical bars. So plus 3 times the length of the vertical bar is y feet. So 6x plus 3y is the expression. Then the question is, find the total number of feet of wood needed if the trellis is 8 feet tall. So y is 8 feet. 8 feet tall. Y is how tall it is. And then 2 feet wide. X is how wide it is. So x is 2 feet, and just a matter of substituting these two values in this expression, and we're going to get 6 times x is 2. So 6 times 2 plus 3 times y is 8, and we get 12 plus 3 times 8 is 24, and that is 36, and this is feet. So 36 feet is the answer. That's the total number of feet of wood that is needed to build the trellis. Okay. So please like and subscribe to see more videos, and see you guys soon. See you next time. Thank you. Bye-bye.